So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown! James Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 22.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, he go that way. There's no buy station over there.
Hey, exit! Go!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Echo! Hey, 5 seconds! Hey! Hey, back up!
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, the return is Callaway. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
All right, tell him go by one of us back. Tell him go run by one of us back, though.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and controlling things, reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a Titans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Throw left side complete. That's Foster. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Tannehill now to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And Tannehill's going to hang on to this. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The kick by Gold is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, you draw Parker. Bravo. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Delta. On the ball.
Lawrence will throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Hard. Hey, D6. Hey, orbit.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From midfield now, Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's got room at the 30, down to the 10, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, boy.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 33. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. But to throw again is Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Hey, here. Hey, exit. Go. Hey.
Now Lawrence to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line.
Safe to the right.
We go.
He looking down on you.
Hey, echo.
Put on himself. Put on himself.
Look at me.
Yeah, he put his hands up.
Lawrence. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Cooper Kupp, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because When he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
I'm about my gun, you can buy your gun.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Hey, you. Yeah. Bravo. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Delta. Go.
On second and inches, Lawrence. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey,
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. Again, it's Lawrence. He's got room at the 30. And some room to roam now. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cooper Kupp with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, here's Foster. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Lawrence. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Hey, Roy! You got bombers. Go!
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost himself some yardage there.
And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Hardy. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Lawrence going to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Rashad Penny from 4 yards out. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this personal not too long ago. That turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Left side, he's got Robinson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Look at me. Go.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Bills have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Trying to get that last play.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Bills have recovered. But the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. The offense is right back out there. We just got the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a turn and a give to Penny. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Lawrence. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to play firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Going up the gun, Montgomery. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here. Brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Ty Montgomery from 4 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, I'm only done over the 4th quarter.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use the speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Lawrence will throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
61, back, watch, Bravo. Hey, throw it.
Moore, the man in motion. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, back and forth. And there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Leaves it for Penny. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. They set up the screen to Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dumps that off to Penny, his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard from that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Penny will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
And he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I can hold the blocks just a little bit longer.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards that time for number 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
He is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, man named Ken Nottingham, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. Cooper Kupp, 46 yards. And the Bills tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 31, Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
On first down, it's Tannehill.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
This was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.